Hi, my name is Genevieve, and I am currently on a journey to rediscover myself through arts, crafts, DIY, and just all the creative things. And today's project is relatively simple. I'm just taking an old planter that I already have and upcycling it, doing a little sanding, a little painting, and then repotting my beloved Jade plant and putting it into this new planter. I have never used a planter this large before, and also the plant that I'm repotting is my longest living indoor plant. So I'm excited to give it a new home, and let's just get into it. So we start with just cleaning it with some hose water. I'm just spraying it down, getting all the bugs and all the dirt and grime off of it as much as I can. And this pot has been sitting outside. It came with our house, so I'm just repurposing it now. Next step is sanding it down as much as I can. I don't have a proper sanding tool. I've yet to purchase one, so I just bought this drill attachment off Amazon, and there's a link down below if you want this. But it's a pretty easy tool to use, and it did what I needed it to do. You can see that the terracotta part has been working pretty well. It's smoothing it out a little bit and at least just getting the grime off of the surface and getting the surface a little bit flatter. However, the glazed ceramic part is another story. Okay, so you can see that the 240, I think it was, 240 grit that I used, pretty good job on the terracotta part. I mean, it feels a lot smoother. Honestly, I don't need it sanded down a whole lot, just to roughen the surface a little bit, but you can tell here this still feels the same. It didn't do anything. So I'm gonna try a rougher grit and see if that does anything, but if it doesn't, that's fine. I mean, it's just a basic project. I probably look crazy right now, but anyway. So like I said, the 240 grit didn't do much here. There's like a little bit of scruff right here. You can tell that it actually did penetrate through the glaze, but you know, right here and right down here. So maybe I just wasn't pushing hard enough on the drill. I'm gonna try a slightly rougher grit on this part to see if that does anything. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. I'm not gonna sweat it. It's not that important in my opinion. Best part about DIY is that you can only get mad at yourself, right? Because I'm not selling this piece, you know, for a lot of money or anything. I'm keeping it for myself. So you can only get mad at yourself for doing DIY, and you just take it as a learning experience. So let's continue. Okay, so when I first used the 240 grit, this is all sanded down now. Like the sandpaper is done. So now the 180, I tried this. It didn't do a whole lot. It honestly felt very similar to the 240. So then I went and grabbed my roughest grit, which is a P80, and you can see how rough this is. This, I think, did the trick for the most part. So if we come back here, you can see it's a lot rougher on the surface, which I think is all we really need for a decent spray paint adhesion. It just helps the paint adhere to it better. So I think we're good. So next I'm just going to wipe it down with a damp rag to get all the residue from sanding off of it first. Alright, so I just have this color. It's the Laurel Green color from Rust-Oleum. I bought this a few weeks ago, and I intended to use it for a different project, which I may or may not actually do now. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it for this one. Right, so I think we are done. This is a very, very easy project to do. I did get a little overzealous with the spray paint and just impatient because there's a few drips here and there, but I tried to wipe them off as best I could and just resprayed it. Yeah, I also sprayed the inside just so that the color is covered enough. Okay, so I think we're done. Now we just gotta wait for it to dry, and then I'm going to replot my jade plant in here and bring it indoors. I also need to get a drainage tray for it. So while this dries overnight over the next couple days, I'm going to source all those things and go from there. I'm using Miracle-Gro potting mix, which is currently on sale through July 9th at Lowe's. 25 quart bags of potting soil is on sale for 2 for $16, and garden soil is 3 for $10. So I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. You wanna help? Okay, ready? All done. And here's me struggling to take this out of the pot. I did not realize how bad it was, but I was trying to loosen up the soil with water and it was just not working. I had to really dig this out. Wow, that took a lot more effort than I expected. I did not realize how root bound and dry this was. I mean, it was still thriving. This is pruned, by the way. I literally just pruned it yesterday, and I easily have maybe like 20, 30 cuttings that I'm going to propagate, but wow. Okay, needed to clean this up now. All right, so I think we are getting very close to the finish line. Only thing left to do is just get it inside, find a spot for it, because I still don't know where I'm putting it, because I don't have any planters this large inside the house. And my windows, I have a lot of windows, but sunlight is limited to like one side of the house. We'll figure it out. The one in the middle here, this is the mother plant. I've had her since 2018, 2019, so 6 or 7 years, I think. My longest living plant, and I'm very proud of her. So I'm excited that I'm giving her a new home. We've had some casualties, but she'll live. As you can see, we've had quite a bit of casualties, unfortunately, but it's okay. She's been through a lot more than that and has been thriving still. But again, this is the mother plant right here, and there's 3 other ones surrounding it. I am very excited about this new planter because it's going to give her lots of room to grow. I really want to thicken up this trunk, so get her to be blooming and strong and thriving even more. She is tipping over quite a bit. This is an ongoing issue I've been having. I've been using these little wooden dowels here to prop up and make sure that she doesn't fall over. But a lot of times what I do is just put this side against the wall or the window so that it doesn't fall over that way. Yeah, that's happened before where she has snapped and fallen over, and I was very devastated. I was very afraid that she was not going to make it, but she did. So anyway, let's clean this up. I am second guessing myself. Why? Because I'm now realizing that people who use planters that tall usually put some sort of filler at the bottom of the planter, because 1, that helps with drainage, 2, so that you don't have to use that much soil, and 3, it just makes it less heavy. I didn't do that. I just filled it up all the way with just pure soil. So I just measured it. It's about probably like 18 to 19 inches of soil from the bottom to the top. And the width of the planter, there is about 12 inches. That's fine. It's the depth that's worrying me a little bit, because this is the plant that I care about the most and I want it to thrive. And now I don't know if I did the right thing. What do I do? I feel like that might be fine. I feel like it might be okay. But I'm not 100% sure. Everything turned out fine. The jade plant is fine. It's currently living next to our couch in between our living and dining room. This is the only logical spot that I can put it in our house right now, and it doesn't have the brightest indirect light, but it's already starting to grow new leaves, so I think it's doing okay. Thanks for coming along with me on this little DIY upcycling project. Hit the like and subscribe buttons for more creative DIY and crafty projects. See you in the next one.